In today's video, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about packing cubes. And that is because when I was researching all my travels that I've recently just come back from, one of the first things I was looking at is how the bloody hell do I pack my bag? Because not only do I overpack, the absolute disorganization, I feel like I'm figuring out that I'm a type A person, and if you are like me, or you just like to keep things organized, this is a game changer because honestly, I used to travel all the time without packing cubes, and my suitcase would look like I had chucked a grenade in it and zipped it up, and it just... Packing cubes have literally saved me. I found some really cheap ones on Amazon that I wanted to share with you guys because honestly, I will not be going back after using these. This is not any kind of sponsored ad or anything. I literally just wanted to talk about them because it made such a big impact on the way that I travel, and I thought you guys might want to know too. So yeah, let's get into it. So probably like you, if you are watching this video, I googled so many times whether I should take packing cubes, what packing cubes to use, whether they work with a suitcase or a backpack, and I can tell you that I've tested with both. I got my best friend to test with a backpack using the packing cubes, and I took a suitcase, and I can safely say they do work with both. I would say it probably works better with a suitcase, so if you are taking a suitcase, these are a dream, because it means you can split your clothing into t-shirts, trousers, whatever else, bits and pieces, and not only does it keep them tidy and organized, but it also means that they stay a bit more clean as well, because I don't know about you guys, hopefully this isn't just a me thing, but when I have my suitcase, by the end of a trip, there's so much dust and just bits in it, and I'm how, I don't even know how this happened. They also protect your clothes from that. In case you're not sure what packing cubes are, I actually have some of the ones that I use just here. So essentially they are just a bit of fabric, and they come with a zip that just zips all the way up. These ones are pretty reasonably sized, and they do also compress. So by that I mean you have the original zip, which opens up and lets you put everything inside, and then there's also a compression zip, which once everything is inside, it will then shrink the cube. I personally prefer to use them without the compression, just because it made them a lot more I don't know the word, bulky, and it was a bit harder to squish into my case, whereas I found if I didn't use the compression zip, it meant that I could basically squish stuff in and around the packing cubes, and it made them a lot more malleable. So yeah, if you are going to use these, it depends how you pack and stuff, how much you've packed, but if you're an overpacker like me, then I tend to leave this compression zip open just so I can fit more in, basically. They're absolutely great because if you're traveling quite quickly, or if you're spending a bit longer in places, if you're a digital nomad or you're house sitting, for example, I tend to love to leave stuff in my packing cubes, and it just means that I'm not digging around for hours trying to find clothes. I am super lazy. I just want my outfit there. I want to be able to look, see, choose something and just go. And if that is you, these are great because I will show you actually. In this packing cube, I have organized my comfy t-shirts. I have a comfy packing cubes of my comfy t-shirts because I love to work and be cozy and at the end of the day just sit and chill on the sofa with comfy clothes. These are my comfy t-shirts. I pack them in two different ways. So when I'm packing them to go in my suitcase, I think I tried a few methods. I tried the rolling method, and I tried the folding method and just the shoving method, but I settled on folding because you tend to fit a bit more into the packing cube that way, and it's a bit more easy to kind of tuck in and move around. So I do recommend folding, but when I get to a place, especially if I'm staying there for a bit longer, like I am here in Norway, I will take them out and then kind of just basically fold it, and then fold it in half again and kind of twist, and then you can kind of put them in like this so that they're all kind of poking up with the folded end, and then it just means that when you put them in your wardrobe or whatever storage you have, you can kind of see what you've got in there, which is really good. Like I said, it's not the best way to pack them, but if you want a kind of storage system when you get to wherever you're going, and the ability to see all your bits and pieces in one go, then I absolutely love this, and it keeps them neat and clean and tidy. So Very type A, but there you go. So let me tell you about the ones that I've actually been using. Now these are called Go necks, I think, and I found them on Amazon. What I will do is I'll pop a link in the description, and of course let me know if you have any questions, just comment below and I will get back to you on those as well if you have any questions about them. But I literally got them on Amazon. They are currently around like £22. I think they're on sale on Amazon at the minute, but they are usually around 29. So they come in loads of different colours as well. I got these like beigey ones and then some blue ones as well, just to mix it up. So then I had 8. Usually I think you can probably fit like maybe 5 comfortably, and they come in loads of different sizes. So I do recommend getting ones in different sizes, because you can get like really large ones which are like this size, and then there's also like medium, and then some like smaller ones as well, which are good for like accessories, like socks, all of that kind of stuff. Not a bad price. I do think they perform just as well, like if not personally for me, better than some of the big brands that are really expensive, and it's a good way to save on some of your gear. So yeah, I do recommend getting these. Give it a go and see if you actually like traveling with them. Then this is a great way to do it, you know, reasonably priced and loads of different sizes, and you can just see if it works with your luggage. Oh god, it's flashing. So what would I say are the downsides? I'd say there's only 2. It makes packing a bit more structured. If you're kind of one for just chucking everything in, it's not that easy with packing cubes. They do take up a fair amount of space, but I spent hours trying to see if it was better to take them or to not take them. So I packed my suitcase the night before about 100 times. Do not recommend. It literally didn't make much of a difference in terms of space saving, especially when you don't use that compression element. But for me, it kept everything like neat and tidy and in one place, and it made it easier to sort of slot everything around that. So it depends what you like. I do recommend like just trying it and seeing what fits. Another con that you might find, if you do use the compression, then that can make them quite bulky, and I did find that quite hard to fit other stuff around, because it goes kind of into like a solid like block, and that it's not like always square, and it depends as well what you're trying to fit it into, because your suitcase, obviously it's going to be a lot more square and rigid. If it's in a backpack, it might be a bit more difficult to try and squish that in. I do prefer it without the compression thing, but depends on your vibe. So guys, do I think packing cubes are worth it? I mean, probably you can guess from my sentiment in this video. I would say solidly yes, just because of keeping everything together, organized. I love to have my case in this kind of new format that I have. Like, it literally has changed the game for packing for me, because it's like everything's in like little sections, and then I've got like my makeup bag or like my toiletries bag and all the other bits and pieces, and it kind of all fits together so much easier. And when you're like getting to somewhere, and then if you have to repack the next day or whatever it is, it just takes so much time. Please do let me know in the comments, guys, if you've tried them and what you think, or if there's any other brands you recommend. Like I said, I do recommend these Amazon ones just because they're quite cheap, so if you're not sure, you can try them out and see how you get on. And to be honest, they have done the absolute job for me. I'm so happy with them. They have lasted a good like 7-8 months of usage, and they've not ripped at all. They're still really sturdy, they're strong, and they've kept everything inside clean as well, which is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, let me know if you've tried packing cubes, if you love them, if you hate them. Comment below, let me know. I am curious to see your opinions. Like I said, I will drop the link for these ones in the description below. And nothing left to say, but if you would like more reviews and things like this, please do let me know. I'm going to be dropping so many more videos, hopefully one every week. So yeah, I will see you in the next one.